All right, Taylor, this is a story that's near and dear to my heart. I see lots of seniors who, frankly, would love to get a cheaper place. But the fact is, if it's this battle between environmentalists who say, don't build anything ever, just leave everything as it is, and people who are here who say, you know what, we need more buildings so we have more available housing.
Yeah, we absolutely have a supply shortage.
Yes.
And there are people in the administration who are trying to fix that, which is great. You know, Fannie and Freddie can be a little wonky, but overall, the narrative that I like is less government.
Yeah.
So getting them out of conservatorship, which, as you mentioned, had been in there since 2008, is good. Byron Donalds had been a fan of this a few years ago, and so I like that. What I also like is Scott Bessent, Treasury Secretary, one of the smartest people in the administration, has also said that if they do look at removing Fannie and Freddie from conservatorship, they would make sure that they wouldn't do anything more to disrupt the housing market, because, as you said, mortgage rates are at a 7%, so they would want to do it carefully.
Right.
But overall, I like it. The shares popped, and then that has a demand issue, but then we also rightfully talked about the supply issue, which has to be addressed.
I got lucky, got it at 575, so I'm doing all right now. Joey, quickly, what do you think of what they're trying to do here?
Yeah, self-admitted it. I watched the movie. What was the movie about the 2008 crisis, where they showed how they packaged mortgage and folded in bad ones, and famously the stripper that owned 3 homes, and that's how he realized everything was about to go, feed up. So for me, I guess my concern is, if these are the companies that got us into that mess,
can they be
so
trusted?
bad?
Yeah.
What is the new version of them that goes private? And so I'd have to read more books to know. I don't know what all needs to be done, but I don't trust an industry that makes its living off of speculated money and value. I mean, this culture of taking a home and turning it into such an asset that we can pull 3 mortgages off of it is what got us in a bind to begin with. So, privatize it by all means. I've never seen the government make things better. There are some industries, finance being one of them, that we say is too big to fail, and now we've got $40 trillion in debt.
Good point.
So just make sure we don't make the same mistakes twice.
Alicia, 45 seconds.
Yeah, well, I think there are just so many hardworking Americans out there who aren't paying attention to these kinds of details, maybe, but they do know that they have fewer and fewer options. And it's not just the young people, as you mentioned, it's the baby boomers. You have people who feel stuck in their homes because they can't move, because they can't move on. And then you have other people who are ready to move on in a bigger way in their life, and they're still not able to. So if there's hope that this could help them, I think there are folks who are going to be there for it.
I feel bad for folks, especially if you have like a great mortgage, 2.5%, 3%, and now suddenly you have to buy because kids are moving back in, or because you're downsizing, or things have happened. You got to move. Now you're looking at higher mortgages because, in part, that's the way the market is right now. But the fact is, if we had lower home prices, it would matter a lot less.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.